Even though the National Assembly passed the amended anti-money laundering and countering the financing of terrorism legislation in the National Assembly in June, and it was subsequently assented to by the President, the Financial Action Task Force, Fatf, has determined that certain strategic deficiencies still remain. That body has proposed that Ghana continues to implement its action plan, like ensuring and implementing an adequate legal framework for identifying, tracing and freezing terrorist assets, ensuring a fully operational and effective functioning financial intelligence unit, establishing effective measures for customer due diligence, and enhancing financial transparency, and implementing an adequate supervisory framework. But the People's Progressive Party Civic wants the Attorney General Bassey Williams to start talking on what transpired at the FATF meeting in Paris from October 21 to 23.
Maybe the government, and more so the AG, is embarrassed to now inform the Guyanese people that Guyana is still not compliant with the FATF recommendations. But it is time that the Attorney General and Minister has to come to the public and declare that we are still on the grey list, we are still not compliant, and he has to also say what is he going to do about it.
Chief Whip, People's Progressive Party Civic Gail Teixeira. Teixeira added that it appeared as though since the government enacted the AML-CFT Amended Act of 2005, it sat back and did nothing.
I am personally not surprised, as their attitude was one that heeded no advice from the then government side, who were all members of the National Advisory Committee and the FAU, who were the experts on the FATF recommendations and advised on action needed to be taken. Not only were they dismissive of the government and the FIU at the time, they were also dismissive of the CFT assessor and CFT and FATF. Having enacted the bill, the government did...
The People's Progressive Party Civic is pained at the fact that Ghana remains non-compliant in a period of economic downturn. As Ghana remains non-compliant, the holding up and undue delays in the banking systems, especially with foreign transactions, has further exacerbated the economic situation for the commercial and private sector.
The government needs to bring itself into compliance in time for the February 2016 review of the FATF, or thereabouts. So again, there's a 6-month tranche you go through each time, so we're facing the next 6 months. And to move with haste to seriously address this untenable development.
On matters of national importance like this one, the party says it is willing to lend support to the government.
Do no harm to the government were it to invite members of the opposition, particularly those of us who were familiar with this long process we've gone through, to sit down and say, hey, listen, there's some areas we have to now come back into Parliament, it looks like, with some new regs or more amendments, and that this is what we have to do. We're looking for your cooperation or support for this. I think that these are issues that are not difficult to address.
The party is also disappointed at what it claims was the new government failure to inform the FATF that there has been a change in administration and that correspondence were still being sent to the former Attorney General. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News.